You know how sometimes you don't realize what you need until you finally experience it? That was our first retreat, at least for me. It was just me and my business partner, who also happens to be my twin sister, Diana. We stepped away from the noise and into something we didn't even realize we were missing. Anna picked me up at about 4:15 this morning, and we are headed to do our annual planning. I started my journey in ABA the same way many of us do, overwhelmed and undersupported. I was a Head Start teacher doing my best to help a little boy who didn't have a diagnosis, but clearly needed more support than I knew how to give. I researched and I tried, and I fell short. Fast forward a few years, I found myself with a BCBA certification, a full caseload, and more responsibility than I could carry. I was managing clinics, supervising staff, and trying to do the right thing in a system that made that nearly impossible. I've worked for companies that were under-resourced and chaotic, and I've worked for companies that were over-resourced and unethical. I've been praised for efficiency and reprimanded for advocating too hard. I was called an expert and also made to feel like a burden. And I know I'm not alone. What kept me grounded was the work I was doing on the side. Building Master ABA with Diana, it gave me a creative outlet, a source of income I could control. And more than that, it gave me purpose, something beyond surviving the day to day. We started going on retreats together, just the two of us, in the mountains with notebooks and no distractions. Each time we came back with more clarity and more drive. Those weekends became our reset button. In 2024, we decided to invite a few other BCBAs to join us, and that first retreat was magic. Real conversations, real connection, and creative breakthroughs, lifelong friendships. The kind of learning that doesn't come from a PowerPoint, but from somewhere deep inside you. A fun way for you guys to remember that point of
there's no bunny. I don't know where that bunny is.
there's no bunny. But Michaela, you can always bring the bunny piece home.
That's the only
There's
purpose
always
I
bunny there. Like it's something. There's always cow. More cow.
After the second retreat in March 2025, we knew this wasn't just a nice idea, it was a necessity, because CEUs are easy to get. Real growth, not so much. And the field is changing. We need more than information. We need courage, creativity, and community. That's why we created the Empower, Advocate, Transform, Disrupting Norms, and Reimagining the Field retreat. Yes, you'll earn CEUs, but more than that, you'll walk away with a plan for your career, renewed energy for your work, and a network of people who actually get it. We believe the future of ABA belongs to the ones who are willing to lead it differently, to disrupt the norms, to reimagine what this work can actually be. If that sounds like you, then you're not just invited, you belong here. So imagine this. The year is 2030, ABA is in a free fall, clinics are shutting down, families have lost access to services, insurance companies have pulled funding, the field is collapsing, and no one seems to have a solution. But there's still hope. A small team of behavior analysts have been assembled to rewrite the future, to solve the most pressing dilemmas in ABA before it's too late. And that team, it includes you. The clock is ticking. Your mission is clear. You must work together, solve the challenges, and rebuild the future of the field. The question is, can you beat the clock? This is the experience we've built inside the BCBA Summer Camp Retreat, not just to earn CEUs, but to put your skills to the test, to prepare for the real challenges ahead, not with lectures, but with collaboration, problem solving, and real world application. In one of the final sessions, you'll step into a high stakes mission where the future of the field depends on the decisions you and your team make. This isn't a simulation, it's a training ground for the future of ABA. You'll solve ethical dilemmas, apply creative strategies, navigate ambiguity, and most importantly, you'll do it with a team of passionate BCBAs who want to change things. Because let's be honest, most CEUs don't prepare us for any of this. You sit in a conference hall flipping through slides. You click through an online training and pass a quiz. But do those experiences really change the way you think, the way you lead, the way you show up in this field? We've built a system where it's easy to collect hours, but hard to collect meaning. And yet BCBAs are expected to lead the field forward, to advocate for change, to solve the problems no one else can. How are we supposed to do that if we aren't given the space to practice those skills? This is why we created the BCBA Summer Camp, because real learning happens when you're fully engaged, when you're applying knowledge in real time, when the stakes feel real and you're not just memorizing an ethics code, but learning how to lead with it. We believe the best BCBAs aren't the ones who check the most boxes. They're the ones who are willing to show up differently, who build trust, inspire others, and make bold decisions in the service of their clients. That's what this retreat is about. It's not about escaping the field, it's about shaping the future. And we can't do it without you. So here's what we've built, what you can expect when you say yes to this experience. Picture this. You arrive at a stunning lodge nestled deep in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. The sounds of Caney Creek in the background, the smell of wood smoke curling from the fire pit. You walk into a warm, beautiful cabin with private rooms, a bubbling hot tub, a cozy game room, and a view that already makes you feel more grounded. Each day is intentionally designed with a balance of immersive workshops, deep dive CEU sessions, and plenty of free time to recharge. You might be brainstorming new systems over breakfast on the deck, collaborating in a hands-on training after lunch, and roasting s'mores under the stars by night. You'll earn 16 CEUs, but that's only the beginning. You'll walk away with new friendships, actionable strategies, and a renewed sense of possibility. Because this isn't about logging hours. This is about becoming the kind of professional and person you want to be. If you've ever left a conference more drained than inspired, if you've ever clicked through an online CEU while wondering if this is all there is, then this retreat is designed for you. It's where transformation starts, not in a lecture hall, not on a screen, but here, together. The countdown is on. Will you be there when it begins?